Alright guys, welcome back to the FM Talks channel. Glad to see you back. Welcome to another video, and today we'll be doing some transfer talk. Actually, I've got my notes here. Just go through each topic I want to talk about, and the special one, actually, there's one about Abramovich. Very interesting news. Stay tuned. Alright guys, our first bit of news here is Dean Huijsen, I believe his name is pronounced, is looking likely to join Chelsea. I won't say really likely because anything could change during the course of transfer talks, contract talks, but it seems he is liking the 7-year deal that Chelsea is putting on the table for him, and it's looking very likely that he may want to join Chelsea. 7-year deal, these jail sentence contracts that were given out and were still allowed to give out somehow, because I thought it was stopped or stopped by UEFA. I don't even know how it's gonna work, but yeah, 7-year contract. Dean Huijsen is looking likely to join Chelsea. He likes the deal. We're in talks with his agents like the Chelsea projects, and it's looking very good. On to our next bit of news. Sancho's obligation to stay at the club has been triggered. Yes, 25 million obligation to stay at the club at Chelsea Football Club for Sancho has been triggered. Yes, I've got a pen here. I'm marking off anything I talk about. Whatever, I'm waffling. Anyways, Sancho will be joining Chelsea Football Club, but he actually may not stay, because even though we've paid the 25 million, Sancho will be staying. We could sell him off quickly. We could instantly sell him off. So we paid the 25 million. He's officially joining in the summer, even though he has been here for a year, but we could sell him off as well if a good deal comes in. Dortmund are also interested in Sancho. We could try and deal there for Sancho, and well, we'll just have to wait until the summer and see what the board is saying about Sancho. Our next bit of news we're going to get into is Dortmund are interested in Carney Chukwuemeka. Yes, Dortmund seem to have enjoyed Carney Chukwuemeka's stint at their club, and they're looking to, permanent deal, which is quite understandable. Chukwuemeka is a top talent, but he's just got a lot of injuries. He's a great talent. He's very willing to do the box-to-box role. High for a pass. He's tall. I mean, a lot you can build there with Carney, and he seems to be having a good time at Dortmund. And the Dortmund board, Dortmund are looking to speak to Chelsea about making a deal happen. And there's no surprise there. He's the kind of talent that would, a lot of people. And yeah, the board are gonna try and make it happen. We'll see how that goes. I'm not sure what the price range for Carney Chukwuemeka is, but we hope for a good price. I'm thinking it's gonna be somewhere in the 40 to 50 million range, as it has been rumored to be around that range, 40 to 50. But I'm not sure whether Dortmund will actually be willing to pay that price, but we will see. Our next bit of news, we have Kenan Yildiz. Yes, Kenan Yildiz has been contacted by Chelsea. Kenan Yildiz, who is a top talent, has been doing very well for himself. Top Turkish talent, doing very, very well for himself at Juve. They love him there. They want to keep him. But if anything happens, contract talks, maybe something goes wrong in contract talks, Chelsea could easily swoop in, and Juve would have to sell if there are not some obligations. I'm not sure what's going on at Juve, but it seems they might have some financial issues. If they do have financial issues, Yildiz is one of their most sellable assets that could ask for actually a good price, and Juve would have to sell a very tight spot. And if they're not going to be in a tight spot, they are very happy with him, and they will keep him. So there will be no problems there. But that is a story that we will have to watch, and that's going to develop in the coming weeks and in the summer. On to our next bit of news. I'm not sure which one to go to. I've written a lot here. Wesley for interesting take it. Yeah, Wesley for I think it has been mentioned earlier in the season that Wesley Fofana is viewed as a top talent in Enzo Maresca, and he wants him as a starting centre back in his team. And yeah, Fofana is injured. I'm pretty sure he is injured for the rest of the season. So I've given up on him. Yeah, I'm gonna call it a spade. I've given up on Wesley Fofana. He's been injured for way too, and it's at this point it's getting really annoying. We're lacking at centre back options right now. Wesley's injured. Badiashiel's not good. Disasi, I never want to see him at the club again. Trevor Chalobah is quite good. I keep him on as backup, or if need be a starter. Dean Huijsen, hopefully if he joins, will be playing, and Levi Colwill. What I'm looking at is Dean Huijsen and Levi Colwill as our starting two, and Wesley Fofana is gonna have to find his football elsewhere if he can't get over his injury issues. It's quite sad to be throwing away a player just because of injury issues, but it gets annoying. Lavia as well is getting closer and closer to that list of players that if you're too injury prone, you have to go. It's tiring. If you're too injury prone, you just have to go, and we can't keep doing this. It's very annoying. We'll see how that develops for the Chelsea board, for Paul Stanley and Lawrence Stewart, who are the ones that will be signing the players. But hopefully something is sorted there, something there. Dean Huijsen might have to be Wesley Fofana's replacement, and Wesley Fofana is probably going to have to find his football somewhere else, make ends do somewhere else, because this is Chelsea Football Club, and we need you can't just constantly be injured, and we're just gonna be being injured constantly. It's not good enough. It's really not good enough. But speaking of Paul Stanley and Lawrence Stewart, Lawrence Stewart and Paul Stanley, as I almost bit my tongue trying to pronounce their two names, their jobs do seem to be safe. Lawrence Stewart and Paul Stanley's jobs seem to be safe. What's happening is that they want to build a club in a different way, but they are just following the owner's wishes, and I'm not sure how that's gonna go, because, well, if they want to build a club in a different way and they have a different way of thinking, they're just following the owner's wishes. I mean, have some cojones, have some shame, and just talk to the owners. Like, this is not sustainable. Just buying 14-year-old children or 17-year-old Brazilian wonder kids, flogging them from when they're 18 to the squad, and just constantly building. It's just not good enough. I mean, Paul Stanley and Lawrence Stewart, I do want sacked. I've had enough of them, and I need them to go away if this is how the club is going to continue to be built. But if this is, Todd Bowley's way of building, or Claire Lake's way of building the team, then Claire Lake might have to leave as well, because it's not good enough, and I can't keep seeing that we need experience in certain positions, but let's buy the next Brazilian wonder kid, let's do this, let's do that, let's buy this and that, let's buy all these younger children with no experience in the team. It's just not sustainable. It's not good enough. But hopefully that gets sorted. We'll see how that develops in the coming weeks. We'll see whether the jobs are truly safe. And on to the next bit of news. Abramovich, yes, the owner I do want back. Abramovich has come out and has finally done an interview, his first interview for the past 4 years. Yes, Abramovich has come out to, speak on Chelsea, and he said, and a book is gonna be released in the summer. I'm not sure what has been said in the interview. Don't really have any information on that. But Abramovich has done an interview, as I said, his first interview in the past 4 years, talking about what's happening at Chelsea Football Club, why he couldn't do this and that, what the sanctions were, what happened in the background, what we didn't know about. But yeah, Abramovich will be releasing a book in the summer. You might have to cop that book. Hopefully it will be released. We probably get short, paragraphs from the book that people will be posting out, people who do actually read the book. Maybe I'll read it as well. We'll see how that goes. But that's something that will be coming out in the summer. And finally, what I want to talk about is, well, something that we all know about, something that is quite clear for the club to know, is a goalkeeper review in the summer, and the players who are on that list of the goalkeeper review are, sorry, just checking my notes, are Robert Sanchez, Philip Jorgensen, Jorge Petrovic, and Mike Penders. Those are the 4 names who will be, on the review for who's going to actually stay at Chelsea Football Club, who's going to get flogged on, and who's, going to go on loan somewhere. Mike Penders, I do think, will go on another loan. I think Jorgensen stays. I'm not sure what happens to Jorgensen. I think Sanchez instantly sold. Don't want to see him near my club ever again. Please leave. And Jorge Petrovic, if we don't sign a starting goalkeeper, I think Petrovic becomes our number 1, and Jorgensen is still a backup since he is the youngest of Sanchez, Petrovic, and himself. But I think Mike Penders goes on another loan, and that's where I stand with the goalkeeping situation. Don't want to see Sanchez. Get rid of him. Saudi, anywhere, Italy, Spain, wherever you want to go. He's Spanish, he can go back to Spain. That's his own problem. I really don't care where he goes. Just get him gone. 5 mil, 10 mil, 2 mil, get him gone. It's very annoying. I don't like seeing this guy at the club. Every time I see him in post, I'm just shook to the boots, and I don't want to talk about it anymore. But yeah, that is all the news I wanted to talk about in today's episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, get involved down there. If you leave a comment, I will reply. Subscribe. I'll see all you guys in the next video. Peace.